Hi friends! Today we're going to read a story called Perfect Square, and then we're going to do a little art project together. It was a perfect square. It had 4 matching corners and 4 equal sides. And it was perfectly happy. But on Monday, the square was cut into pieces and poked full of holes. It wasn't a perfect square anymore. So it made itself into a fountain that babbled and giggled and clapped. On Tuesday, the paper was torn into scraps. So it made itself into a garden. On Wednesday, the square was shredded into strips. So it made itself into a park. On Thursday, the square was shattered. So it made itself into a bridge. On Friday, the square was snipped into ribbons. So it made itself into a river. On Thursday, the square was crumpled and ripped and wrinkled. So it made itself into a mountain. On Sunday, the square waited to see what was next. It waited, and nothing happened. Its 4 equal sides were confining. Its 4 matching corners were rigid and cramped. That means it felt stuck. So it made itself into a window that looked out on a mountain that gave birth to a river that was crossed by a bridge that led to a park that was home to a garden that had at its center a fountain that babbled and giggled and clapped. The end. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take some different paper squares, okay? You can cut them into squares yourself, or maybe you have some paper that looks like squares, and even if it's a rectangle, that's okay too. And then we're going to think about the different parts of the book. So let's see. The first day, what did they do? They got snipped up, right? So we can take our scissors and we can cut it into little pieces. On the second day, see, it's the second day, the paper was ripped into scraps. Now we can rip it in long strips like this, or in little pieces like this. So we're going to collect lots of different colored papers, and we're going to rip, and we're going to cut, and we're going to punch holes if you have a hole puncher at home. I don't, but that would be fun. Okay, and then when you have all of your little pieces, we're going to make something out of them. Now you're going to want to take a base paper. It can be a color or a white, or you can just do this on the table. And then you can take all your little pieces and try to make a little picture out of them. This is something you can do with glue, or you can just arrange them however you want. Okay, so let's see, we'll have a little ground there. There's a little bush. This piece looks kind of like a butterfly, maybe. Yeah, a little butterfly head. Okay, and then you can glue it down, or you could just keep playing for as long as you want.